Good evening. This is my centerpiece, something that I've created, my creation. I'm a person of color, and of course, I would create a centerpiece like this. I would like to light this candle in memory of all the victims of abuse and gender-based violence, those who died and all those who were traumatized and injured through rape and femicide and gender-based violence. May their souls rest in peace. While my centerpiece is here in front of me, there's a story that I would like to tell. A story of the woman that inspired me. She is my creation. Her name is Zusake. This is the doll. Actually, I made this doll. She had a little bag, but I misplaced it. Her name is Zusake. She's a rural woman from the disadvantaged rural areas of the Eastern Cape. I'm going to put her here because I'm going to tell her story. Zusake. Her name is Zusake. She was born in the rural areas of the Eastern Cape, the disadvantaged rural areas like Ingcobo. So she's from Ingcobo, where clinics are far away, schools are not accessible for children, and where poverty is at its best. She dreams of being a professional woman. She always wanted to be a nurse, but she couldn't get education because of the circumstances in her rural area. She dreams of being educated one day. She feels loved when she walks in the green grasses of the mountainous areas of Ingcobo. She feels love when she admires the nature. She feels loved when her children come to her and embrace her. She feels loved when her whole family is around her because they are her life. That's the meaning of love to Zusake. Her difficulty is poverty and education. She's not educated. She's widowed. And she's sick. Zusake was abducted at the age of 13, and she was forced to marry a 54-year-old man who had lived his life. It was only because he could afford to pay for the dowry for the family, that little money that was paid in exchange for her. Because she was still young when she got married, she didn't manage to get education because she soon was a wife and had to commit to the house chores that were associated with her new status of being a wife. She gave birth to 5 children. There's something that I'm forgetting. The night when she was abducted, she was beaten and raped by the man who was to be her future husband, infecting her with HIV and AIDS. This was done under the cultural practice of ukuthwala. Ukuthwala has been confirmed by various scholars or it has been argued by various scholars that ukuthwala is the decision of the two consenting adults who are in the marriageable age, who are courting but have difficulties in marriages, in getting married. Then they decide to do the cultural practice of ukuthwala. In Africa, or in South Africa, we do not have ukuthwala that involves 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds, up to 13-year-olds like Susake. Her difficulty currently is that she is sick. By the way, she has a mask because I've made her during the time of the COVID. She's sick because she was infected. She has to raise her children and educate them. She has to protect them because the man that abducted and married her later died, leaving her with the house duties, with the status of being a head of the household, with no education but with poverty only. That is her difficulty. Her truth is, she is committed. She has the steadfastness of the horse. She was once told that she was intelligent when she was still at school. Hence, she wanted so bad to be a professional woman. Her truth is, she doesn't know how she can get out of the situation currently, being a mother who's having responsibilities to raise her children. But her difficulty has taught her that she cannot change what has happened to her, but given a chance, she can change the future. Susake is willing to go back to school if there's somebody who can help her, who can invest in her education. Susake is willing to claim back her future, which was stolen from her in the name of culture. Susake wishes that one day her children could be educated. There's a lot of women who has been trapped like Susake under the cultural practice of ukuthwala. In telling her story, I've just summarized my master's dissertation, which is on ukuthwala. May God bless you. Susake would like to say goodbye. And one day she will give you a story where she says maybe there was a good Samaritan who funded her to go back to school so that she can acquire her dream, the dream of being a professional. We have to fight back for our girl children. We have to give them back the education. We have to protect them. When I talk about Susake, I'm not saying we must forget about boy children, but there are lots of stories that are similar to the one of my friend here, Susake. May God bless.